Welcome back to this episode. I'm introducing you to a new series around here we're calling Website React and Revise. So we're having people submit their websites to us, and I'm going to go through each one live with you and react to it, tell you what pro tips I have to make the website not only higher converting, but in return, more profitable for your business. So the first one that we have submitted to us is from Cat Porter, and she is an author of books and also a speaker. So I'm gonna go through this website and offer my suggestions on what she can do to create a better performing website. So let's go ahead and dive right into the first one. So Kat is a book author and speaker, and for her website, the main goal that she has is for people to come to her website, get to know a little bit more about her as an author, and hopefully purchase some of her books. Now let's go ahead and head on over to her website so we can see what we're working with. So whenever you come to catporter.eu, this is what pulls up. This is the homepage to her website. And something that she noted on her questionnaire survey is that she says she wants something that makes you feel like you're entering Cat Porter world. And the first thing that I'm noticing is that this is very vanilla and doesn't make me enter in the world that I think she's wanting me to enter in. She likes it dark and with a little bit of edge to it. And quite frankly, I'm not seeing really any of that being told right through her website whenever you first arrive to it. And now one of the first things that I want to note is the menu of her website. The top menu is very chaotic. It has 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, like 13 different links that you can go off to, plus drop down menus. So the first thing that I would want Kat to do, and if your website looks the same, then what I want you to do is to eliminate and slim down your top menu as much as possible. So if it doesn't help users get to whatever the end goal is you want people to take on your website, nix it. So for her, I think the art gallery isn't important. All that is like links off to art for her books. I don't think that that's really important. I don't think that the shop can be on the top because it just takes people to an exterior website, and if people are clicking onto this, then it's killing your website's SEO. It looks like people are coming to your website and bouncing off from it. So I would get rid of the shop. The playlist is actually really cool. So if you go to playlist, it is a playlist of songs that correlate to the book that she is writing. So I think this is really cool. I think this is something that people should get if they opt in to, she has her Cat's Primo list. I think this is something that people should get if they opt into the email list so that she's growing her email list, because right now it just says sign up for my book news and special offers. Really, people aren't going to sign up. That's not like begging people to sign up for the email list. But I think if you did something really cool, like offered the playlist for each book, that's going to get people who are super interested in your books on your email list. And that would be a warmer, more fruitful email list. So I think that's cool. I would keep this and maybe keep it on your website, but maybe hide it and put it on a hidden page. Events is awesome. People who come to here are going to want to connect with you, but right now it looks like it hasn't been updated in a while. So if we keep the events page, let's make sure that we are keeping the events tab up to date. And then privacy policy is another one. I never, for anybody's website, ever want to see privacy policy in the top menu. So for something like privacy policy, if you want to keep the shop, press, I would move all of those down to the footer of your website. And we did another author speaker's website Her name is Catherine Seegers. She's a very different writer, very different audience. You can see it says the intersection of motherhood, faith, and culture. But this is similar to what we did for her as an author and a speaker, and she didn't have any extra pages, but if she did, I would have put them down here into the footer of the website. So that's the first thing that I would do, is clean up this menu. The second thing that I'm noticing is your website is set up for blogging. So this is actually like a blogger's website. And if you go to the posts page, it looks like you haven't. Kat has not blogged since about 2016, I think. So if you get on here, October 21st, 2016. And this website is for primarily blogging. You can see it has the archives. So what I would recommend, which I do not recommend this on everybody's website, but I would recommend that she rebuilds actually her website on something. My favorites Show It. But if you're looking for another platform, Squarespace is another easy one to build your website on. And I just want to show you, I reimagined Cat Porter's World as a website. So we're going to take a look at that in just a second. But for the homepage, you can see that she's really trying to sell her books. That's the primary reason for her website. She has all the links off to the different places, the box set, and so that's what we're going to focus on for her website being reimagined. So if I go over to that, this is a mock-up that I did of Cat Porter's new website. So you can see we simplified the top menu for home, about, books, events, and contact. That's how I would leave the menu set up. You can see already it's so much simpler and easier to navigate. The year of everything is now available, and it gives a little excerpt from the book, and it says purchase, so that people, if you need to add multiple buttons there for each one of the platforms, you could. It tells a little bit more about what the book is about, and then if you scroll down, she has the Amazon Unlimited with where they can read the Lock and Key series in Kindle. And I wasn't able to go all the way down to the bottom, but we're ending it with a nice review that says, "Thank you, Cat Porter, for bringing literature to MC Romance" by Connie. So this is kind of a mock-up that I've created of her website using the same. We still have the same call to actions, but you can see it's more visually appealing and has more of a stance of you're entering the Cat Porter world than the website does as it stands. Now, the last thing that I wanted to go over was for the About Me page. Her About Me page right now is very bland. As someone who is a writer, it reads exactly like a bio. And as a writer, I want to get like behind the scenes. I want to know more about the book creator, what inspired the book, so why she writes in the genre that she does. And so right now, I would completely reimagine the page as it is and add more of images of yourself and behind the scenes of you writing and actually creating the books and the process. Because right now we have one little image and you can barely see Cat Porter's face, and this is just very dry for a author in and of itself. So just a quick recap, what I would do, the main thing that I would focus on is simplifying this top menu so that it's easier to navigate and creates a simpler, better experience. I would remove the playlist page and I would actually make it a hidden page and make that your reason for people to sign up, is that they get playlists to go along with the books. And I would jazz up the About Me page, make it more about behind the scenes and getting to know the book writer. And then also, if you want to get really serious about your website, then I would recommend actually rebuilding it on a different platform like Show It or Squarespace. And if you're interested in one of those platforms, I'll link down to them below. And then also, if you are interested in having your website reviewed on here, then definitely fill out the contact form below to also have your website reviewed. All right, that does it for this episode of the website review and revise. I'll see you around next week.